Hello, everybody. Hello, my lovelies, my people, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today what we're going to do... Yeah, buddy. Yeah, come on, bring it over here.
But look, though, first.
Yeah, that's okay.
It is airsoft. This is airsoft.
He's got an airsoft gun.
It doesn't have the orange tip, though, but it is airsoft.
Does it work still?
Yeah.
Hey, Donna, what's up, girl?
How would it not work?
So, we're going to play with makeup. You guys know I got those new eyeshadows, so we are going to play with them right now. We're going to put on a light base because I don't really need a lot of foundation because I don't have like a lot of blemishes. So we're going to do a light base and then we are going to get to cracking on these eyes, okay? Hey, Cindy, how you doing, honey? So y'all are going to love this, okay? Yes, it's a girly episode, but you can still stay and hang out because we always talk about something that everybody can get down with. Okay, so I did that. Now I need to get the e.l.f. Whatever it is because they say it's the same as the Charlotte Tilbury. So I just need to go out and buy it after I run out of this. So I put on, what I put on first was the Glossier Future Dew. It's an oil serum hybrid. And so it's super moisturizing. And then I'm putting on this Charlotte Tilbury glotion kind of stuff. Okay? Okay. And then, after we get done doing this, we're going to put on a light layer of foundation. And then y'all will see. Y'all will see it's all going to come together. And you're going to be like, damn, girl, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Nikki, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Okay, that's me. Okay, so this is super full coverage, you guys. This is the Danessa Myricks foundation, so I only need like a dot, okay? Like that much, because it's so full coverage, okay? And then I'm going to take this MAC foundation, face and body foundation, okay? And I'm going to mixy, all right? Okay. So this is going to be it might be a little light, but it'll work out after I blend it all out. Do you know what I'm saying, Vern? But I don't need a lot of coverage like I was telling you guys. So you guys are going to want to stay because the eyeshadows that we're going to be playing with today are unbelievable. How many of you guys have heard of, Clionadh Cosmetics? How many of you guys have heard of that brand? Well, we're going to be playing with these fucking bomb-ass multi-chrome eyeshadows today that literally change colors. Oh, they're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. So y'all are going to want to stay and hang out while we play with those cool-ass eyeshadows. Okay, so for those of you guys that are new here, what's up? My name is Nicole. Some people call me Nikki. Especially here on TikTok and Facebook, people call me Nikki because I have it on my Facebook page. But anyway, I have been sober for 7 years from drug addiction, polypharmacy. I was addicted to multiple substances, methamphetamine, cocaine, opiates, and benzos. So I was addicted to those drugs since I was about 17 or 18 years old. I started using drugs when I was high school, really, really young, because, well, you know how it is when you're a kid. You think that everybody else is doing it, so you're going to do it. Well, honey, let me just tell you, stupid idea. I should have not done that because I regret it now. But now I have 7 years sober, and I work for an addiction specialist. His name is Dr. Fareed Bodymod. He's actually a doctor here on TikTok. And he talks about addiction and recovery on his TikTok too. And so I work, that's my boss. And then I also work in social media account management, so marketing, and that's really something that I enjoy doing is helping people build their platforms and learn what to post on social media. So it's fun. It's fun. It's my passion, y'all. It's my passion. Okay, so I don't know why I look so washed out. Maybe it's the, hold on, you guys. Let me see if it's the, like, filter or something, because I look like hella washed out, dude. That's what it is. Go to normal, original. There we go. Huh. I was like, why do I look so washed out? Like, I look hella white, and I'm not. Hey, Kim, what's up? So yesterday, I did a live stream, and we talked all about Suboxone and why it helps people and why I'm happy that they are sharing more about it online. And I went on a whole tangent and ended up telling half of my story. I got to talking, and then the next thing I know, I was sharing with you guys about my pregnancy, and then, I shared all that. But, lately here I've been posting about pregnancy and addiction, because every couple of months I will, post videos, like repost a bunch of videos about it, because, like, I know a lot of people that have followed me because they're pregnant and they're addicts and they need help. And so I've been able to, connect with people and help people because they reach out to me and they're pregnant, So I'm always happy to help people who are struggling with addiction, no matter what situation is going on. If you're pregnant, if you're not pregnant, I'll be there to help you out. I'll be there to support you, So a lot of people judge people. We don't judge people around here. No, ma'am. So I know it's easy to pass judgment on somebody if you don't understand, if you've never been there, but, we don't do that. We love everybody where they're at. And, I used to think, oh my God, how could they use needles? That's so disgusting. I will never do that. Well, honey, let me just tell you something. Oh, I know what we're going to talk about tonight. Today we're going to talk about functioning addicts. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about functioning addicts. So I love how some people think because they worked a job that they're functioning, right? Like, I had a job too when I was in my active addiction. That don't mean shit, okay? A lot of us work in active addiction because we have to pay for our drugs. You know what I mean? Like, the only way that we'll be able to get high is if we work. And so just because you're able to work a job and do yada, yada, yada doesn't mean anything, okay? Like, functioning at what capacity? Because you have to snort drugs every day to function? That's no way to live. I saw a video the other day from a girl, and she was talking about how, and it's the same vibes that I get from that one lady, the other lady, Stephanie, who made that video about the little girl. It's like, I was able to build a empire all while I was high on drugs. Like, are you bragging about that? Or I'm not understanding. Is that something that you're proud of? Because I don't think that's a good message to be sending out to people. Hey, it's okay. I was able to do this, that, and the third while I was high on drugs. We all at the beginning can manage, right? We can all manage and sneak by. But eventually what happens is, as your disease progresses, as you get deeper into your addiction, it gets worse and worse and worse, right? And so that's why I think that some people just aren't, they're not addicts. And so they might, you know, dibble and dabble with fucking pills for a couple of years and then they decide to quit. It's not the same as somebody like me, you know what I mean? Who's like lost all control, you know? So anyway, I think that if we have to function and get high every day to live our lives, that's not healthy for us, you know? That's not healthy for us at all. That's not a place that we want to be. Right, guys? Right? Or am I wrong? Yeah, so, and here's the thing, like giving that idea, like, hey, I was able to work a job and pay my rent and go to college while I was high. Like when you're sharing that with people, that may give other people the impression that they can do it. You know what I mean? So there's this thing that my sponsor told me early on, and she said, it's called the YETS. You're eligible to. The YETS. You're eligible to, okay? What she means by that is I used to say the same thing when I first started working the steps and I hadn't been down through there. I said, I will never shoot up drugs. Okay, I also said, oh my God, how could those women lose custody of their kids? They must be pieces of shit. I will never lose custody of my kids. Look what happened to me. Okay, the YETS, honey, the YETS. If you are playing with fire, which is drugs, if you're playing with the devil, then you are going to get burned eventually. It just takes time. It takes a different amount of time for each person. But as you get deeper and deeper into your addiction, as you get higher and higher, and what you start doing is you start doing this. You start dropping your morals, right? So your values and your morals that you had when you first started getting high, little by little, you start saying, well, shooting up's not that bad. I mean, I don't have to tell anybody, right? And then, well, using drugs while my kids are in the house isn't that bad. And little by little, you start making different decisions that go against your core values and morals, right? And so once you start doing that, each time you go against that core value, it gets easier and easier to go against it. Each time you make the choice to do something that you wouldn't normally do, it loosens it up. It's like greasing a wheel, okay? It's like greasing a wheel. And that's what it's like. That's what it's like. That's what happens when you're in an addiction. Little by little, you're greasing that wheel. You're getting more and more loosey-goosey, more and more open to doing whatever it takes to get to what you need to get to, right? Because believe me, I didn't just wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm going straight for the jugular. I'm shooting up right now. Like that took me working up to it. You know, it took me getting comfortable with the people I was around, asking questions, becoming curious, all that. So, but anyway, don't ever think because you haven't been there that you can't go there. That's my message. Okay, that's my message for a lot of you guys. For a lot of you guys who maybe you're just drinking, maybe you're just popping pills, okay? Don't think because you haven't gotten there yet that you can't go to where I've been, all right? Don't hold yourself at a higher level thinking that you're too good to get there because, honey, let me just tell you something. You ain't too good. You are not too good. And addiction will show you that. Addiction will show you that. You know? Believe me, I went from being that pretty little girl hanging out in the back, watching everybody do their shots, to sitting down in the floor with my legs crossed, slapping my arms, tying off with a needle hanging out of my mouth, trying to find a vein. Okay? That quickly, I went there. I also believe that there's levels to addiction, you know, so like there is entry level, you know, then there's beginners, intermediate, and pro, you know. So a lot of people are still at that beginner or intermediate stage of their addiction. So, you know, they haven't gotten quite there yet. You can always tell who those people are because of the experiences they have, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't want you to go to the pro level. I'm just trying to tell you that not to look down on other people because it could be you. You know? I also made a video the other day about CPS, and I told you guys not to talk to them, right? I 100% stand by what I said. Okay? I couldn't believe how many people were taking what I said out of context. So when I was talking about that, when I was talking about that, I was telling people, like, listen, okay, y'all, whenever they come to your door, you don't have to let them in. You don't have to talk to them, ever. You have the right to a fair trial, okay? You have the right to get your lawyer and get counsel, right? Because here's the thing, what happened to me, okay? I was very naive, and I thought, well, they're here to help, you know? They're here to help. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to tell them everything so that way they can help me, you know? Oh my gosh, you guys, not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. And when I was reading that investigation, it made me realize even more what a bad idea it was. Oh, honey, not a good idea. Okay. Y'all are going to die when y'all see these eyeshadows. I'm telling y'all right now. Let me get my blush. But, like I said, I used to be, you know, prim and proper, sitting around thinking that it could never be me. Hey, Ivan, what's up, baby? And then I was right there with everybody shooting up, you know. I think back to what it took for me to get to that point, and it was kind of like it was a process. It was a process of me being around those people and watching them come out of that back room like way higher than I was. And me getting comfortable seeing that, you know, because before I wouldn't have even let people do that in front of me, you know. But little by little, I started dropping, you know, my rules, right? My rules that I said I would never break. Oh, wow, that is so cute. Thank you. I love that. Okay, are y'all ready? Let's do this. Okay, so these are the eyeshadows that are special, okay? And these, oh God, y'all, these eyeshadows are so bomb. So bomb. Okay, so we're going to do something super simple today. I'm not going to do no purple. I'm going to get me a, let me get this. Here it is right here. Well, yeah, that's what all eyeshadows have, magnets on the back of them, because that's how they stick inside the palette. They have to have magnets on the back of them. Okay, yeah, this palette is magnetic. That's how you get them to stick in there. Sorry, y'all. I'm cleaning this brush on the towel. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a neutral brown color, which is going to be this color right here, which is called necessary. First, let me take this whitish color and just. Oh, and did y'all like the videos I'm posting with my mama? So I did those videos last year and in 2020, but I have had so many new followers in the last month or so that I thought that I would repost them, because my mom is the bomb, y'all. And she's such a sweet lady. She helps anybody. She always comes to my live streams on Facebook and on YouTube, and she'll pop in and say hi to everybody. And, you know, she'll pray over people when they ask her to pray, because she's like a prayer warrior. My mom's very, very spiritual. And so whenever anybody's struggling, like, they always ask me to have my mom pray for them. Because my mama is the bomb. But, you know, I wouldn't have the relationship I had with my parents now if I hadn't gotten sober, because I had basically drove my parents, you know, out of the state of Arkansas. They left because they were so sad watching me die. You know, watching somebody use drugs, especially at the rate that I was using drugs, is like a slow death, you know? A slow death. I cannot tell you how many times my mom got phone calls from the emergency rooms because I would end up in the ER after an overdose. You know, they would find me. I got found one time in the IHOP parking lot. I was in the IHOP parking lot and I was face down on my steering wheel. Oh yeah, I only have one little boy, Cindy, and he's 8 years old now. So whenever my little boy got taken away, that was back in 2015. It was 2 days before his first birthday. And my best friend called CPS on me. My best friend that I got high with, my drug buddy, okay? She got mad at me and called CPS on me, and I had drugs in my system. So they took my son. And yes, I got him back. It only took me 10 months to get my son back. Hey girl, what's up? It only took me 10 months to get my son back. Sober Abundance. What's your first name, girl, so I can remember? I always forget, and I feel bad. I try to remember everybody's first names. Okay, so this is just, like I said, a neutral brown. Okay, guys? Neutral brown. I worked really hard to get my little boy back. I think I'm going to make a video about how to get your kids back from CPS, like a kind of like step-by-step on what I did whenever my son got removed from my care. So if you have like a drug problem and your children get taken away from you, number one, get into treatment. Like, that's the first step. Number one, get into rehab. Okay, so that's what I did. I got into detox and then I went straight into rehab after that. Okay, number two, after you graduate treatment, make sure that you get gainfully employed and have a house. Okay, your house needs to have furniture for your kid, a bed. They need to have their own toys, their own blanket, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Make sure that your house is baby proofed. That means like the plug-ins have the covers on them. That's really important. Make sure that you are showing up on time. I'd show up 10 minutes before all your appointments. Okay. Make sure that you document all of your drug screens. All right. Because they'll forget. Okay. So you got to remind them. Okay. That's what I had to do. I had to remind them, hey, it's time for you to drug test me. And so I would straight up remind them fools. Document all that shit. If you can keep your own copies of everything, keep it. That's what I have. That whole folder that I was going through is a folder of all the documents. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with... Okay, so we're going to go in with this like reddish color, because what I'm going to do... Ooh, yeah. I'm going to use one of these pearlescent shades. Y'all are going to see. Okay, let's go in with a little bit of this medium color brown. Okay. Absolutely, absolutely. I worked very hard to get my son back. I'm not proud of the fact that he got taken away from me. Like, I never thought that would happen, ever. And I hate that it did. But I'm very, very fortunate because my son was, like I said, not even one yet, so he doesn't remember it, which is amazing. It doesn't mean that it didn't affect him. He just doesn't remember it. I believe that it affected him because my son has anxiety like I do. And so he has anxiety just like me. So we're a lot alike. Me and my son are the exact same. And that makes me I feel horrible, you know. I feel horrible that he has anxiety because of me. But all I can do is, you know, keep doing the right thing and provide him with the proper resources to help him cope with that anxiety, you know? Hey, Tiffany, what's up, girl? How's it going over there? How's the shit show going over there with all the drama mamas? They still coming for you? Still making fake accounts? That was so crazy. That one girl, the Irish girl, she is so pretty, dude. She is so pretty. And she had your back. She broke it down real good so everybody could understand it. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to take this reddish color just to kind of get it a little bit different, you know, like a warmer color. So, but now that, you know, I've been sober for a while, now I am a lot more self-aware of, you know, how my addiction affected other people. It makes me feel horrible. You know, I feel horrible. I hate that I hurt my family and my son, you know, my sisters, my friends. I had friends that I had been friends with for, you know, since kindergarten who they stopped being my friend because of my addiction, because they couldn't watch me kill myself anymore. You know, it was fucking depressing, dude. And that's what was happening. I was slowly killing myself with drugs and alcohol. I'll never forget when it really hit me, the impact that I had on my family. Because one thing that us addicts and alcoholics like to do is we like to tell ourselves, I'm not affecting anybody but me. I'm not hurting anybody but myself. Hey, Brenda, you know, I'm just hurting me. I don't know why everybody's freaking out. Well, honey, that's because you're not just hurting you. Your addiction affects everyone around you, especially the people that care about you. You know, and I was so blind to think that I wasn't affecting anybody. But you know why I'm like that? Because addicts and alcoholics are selfish and self-seeking. And so I was being selfish, only thinking about how drugs and alcohol made me feel, you know? It's a learning process, I'll tell you that right now. Okay. So, now that I got my little brown smoky eyes going on, I was going to do, shoot, my nose is itching. Damn, these are so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to do, one of these colors right here, which they're called pearlescence. Watch this, okay? We're going to put on my glitter glue. And y'all will see what I'm talking about. Shit, these motherfuckers are so pretty. Okay. Once I started realizing, you know, the harm that I caused my parents and my sisters and everybody, I wanted to go to them and start making amends, like, right away, you know? But what my sponsor told me is, no, that's not how we do it. We don't just go and run up to them and say, I'm sorry, you know? Hey, Valerie, what's up, girl? We don't do that. It's not like that. This is something more meaningful and thought out, okay? So we got to step back and let them be where they're going to be, and we got to start working on ours and, like, actually really changing. Oh, really, Brenda? How's he doing in jail? Is he doing good? Is he staying out of trouble? Oh, man. We're going to do that. Yeah, we're going to do this color. Okay. Well, I'll tell you this, you guys. Like, there was a time when I was in denial also. Okay, moms? There was a time when I was in denial also. I can remember it clearly because my husband had taken a video camera of me. He had videotaped me one night. And I was literally gone, right? I was dancing and my eyes were rolled back in my head. And I was I was cheering, because one thing that I would do when I get really messed up is I would revert back to high school. For some reason, my mind would take me back to high school. And so I would be cheering with my eyes rolled back in my head, okay, because I would be so fucked up on opiates and I would be so long without sleep. So he recorded me like that one night. And when I tell you guys, he showed it to me and I was like, that's not me. You that's not me. You paid somebody to do that. What, Nicole? Are you kidding me, girl? Are you kidding me? What do you mean paid somebody? Like, that's you. Look at you. You're right there on the camera. Oh, no, honey. I was not going to believe that. That was not me. You have paid somebody else to act like me. They've done cloned my ass. I don't know what's going on. Okay, do you see what I'm saying, you guys, with these? These are so special. Like, when I move my head, they'll be different colors. You'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, I just love them. Okay, so we're going to continue putting these on. Okay. So I was in denial, too. And it was bad. Now, with my mom, honestly, you guys, my parents kicked me out so fast whenever I was in active addiction that, like, they knew I was in active addiction. There wasn't no denying nothing. Like, I was just out there, you know? And so I don't remember if I ever really acted like I was in denial with my parents, but they'll probably tell you I did. So I probably did. But with my husband, I absolutely did. Okay, see, this is like a peachy color, and I'm going to put that color kind of like right here in the middle and just have it going back towards that brown eyeshadow. I know you hate comments sometimes, but I have nothing but love for you. Oh, no, I don't hate y'all's comments. I just can't read them all when I'm talking. You know how that is. I get to talking, and then I miss them as they're going by. But I love when you guys interact with me. I really do appreciate it. Okay, guys. But yeah, so I'm telling my husband that he done cloned me. No, that's not me. You got a clone. God, I was so stupid. Like, how stupid could you be, you know? How stupid can you be? That's the sickness of addiction. You know, that is the sickness of addiction. And I was willing to, you know, go to whatever it took to, like, prove to him that, no, that's not me, you know? But it was. It was definitely me, you guys. Now I'm out of denial. And most of the time when your loved one is in denial, you guys, they know deep down inside, okay? They know deep down inside. I think it took, what it took for me to really start realizing that I had a problem was when I started getting in trouble with the law. When I started getting in trouble with the law, then I started being like, you know what? Maybe there's something more to this. Maybe I need to, you know, like take a step back. Especially when I caught my charge, my felony, that's when I really realized it. Because I had never been in trouble before, really, in my life. You know? Catching a felony is fucking pretty serious. So, okay, that's really pretty. Okay, now we're going to do... So, but I always loved my parents, and I always felt guilty. You know what I mean? Always. Now I know some people's kids. It depends on the kind of relationship that you had with your kids. You know, like I wasn't a spoiled kid, right? I was like. My parents, like, had pretty heavy boundaries with me and my sisters. And so, our relationship with our parents was different. You know what I mean? So it depends on how your relationship was with your parents. Like, whenever I started getting really out there on drugs, my mom and dad were like, oh, that's it. We don't want no part of this, you know, and they put me out. Now, like with my husband's parents, they kind of let him stay. And, but there was some circumstances that were a little bit different. Like, my husband had went through a really bad divorce because his ex-wife like cheated on him with one of his best friends, and my husband went through like a really, really deep depression. And so I kind of understand why his parents were helping him at the time, because he needed to have the help. You know what I mean? He needed to be able to have support from his family, you know? Hey, Bama Chick, what's up, girl? Okay, let's get some black eyeliner. Now, watch what I tell you guys. You see how, oh, you can't really see. You'll be able to see when I go on camera, but they shift to different colors. Yay! That's what I love about these eyeshadows. Like, they're so special, you guys. Glad to be here, girl. Glad to have you here. Come on in, hang out. Pop a squat. Pop a squat. I haven't worn no eyeliner in a while, y'all. So when I went to prison, Brenda, I was a hot mess, okay? I was a hot mess. I was a liar. I was a cheater. I was a stealer. I was a manipulator. I was just a fiend, you know? And I had gotten into that thug lifestyle, and I was accepting of it. You know what I mean? These are the Clionadh Cosmetics eyeshadows. And so getting sober and getting away from that lifestyle, it took a lot of work. Oh, that's dripping. Look at that. It took a lot of work for me to get away from that lifestyle, because I had become so accustomed to it. But now, oh gosh, you guys, now that I'm sober, I wouldn't even, you couldn't pay me to go around those people anymore, you know? Because I just don't want to live my life like that today. I love my life today. I love my family today. You know? Oh, there we go. Oh, that is my labradorite ring. So I got that when me and Neil went to Pedagine. Was it Pedagine? No, it's Eureka Springs. When we went to Eureka Springs, I always buy a ring when we go there, because they have like the really pretty silver shops. And so I bought it while we were there. The next kind of ring that I want to get an opal. I want to get an opal ring so bad, you guys. So bad. And I want to get a natural opal. Because, you know, you could get a regular opal and it be like from the store or whatever, and they're just shitty quality. They're not natural. They're lab created. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. That one's a little bit not as... That'll be okay. Yeah, he can call me too. You can ask all the moms that I have on Facebook. What they'll do is they message me about their kids, and I tell them, give me your kid's phone number. I'll call them and talk to them. I'll text them and say, hey, what's up? And I'll send them, you know, our links so they can come and do live streams with us. I reach out to my people's kids because, first of all, I'm just cool like that. Because I like to reach out to people. I don't want anybody to think that, you know, I think I'm too good or anything like that. On Facebook, you guys, I spend probably 2 hours every night going through all my Facebook messages. I'll get over 100, you guys, in a day. For real. Over 100 Facebook messages. And so I go through all those messages and call and message every person back. This one lady reached out to me. Her son's name is Chris, and he's actually in California. And so she reached out to me, and I was like, hey, give me his phone number, and I'll text him. And she was like, what? You will? And I was like, hell yeah, I will. And so she gave me his phone number, and I reached out to him, and I told him, you know, like, I work for Dr. B, and he's in California. And if you want to, you know, we can help you. Hey, Juliana, what's up, girl? Yeah, so let's do that. So I called him, and I'm trying to talk him into doing some kind of recovery program, you know, because he's addicted to meth. But yeah, I'll tell you guys this. There's a lot of people who, you know, will tell you that they'll help you and they'll do this and they'll do that. And I'm telling you guys this from experience, okay? I'm not hating on nobody. I'm just telling y'all from experience. A lot of people say a lot of things, but they don't do shit, okay? And so, like, it's very important to me to be honest and to, like, do what I say I'm going to do. So when I tell people that I'm going to answer my messages, I answer my messages. You know what I mean? When I tell people that I'll text their children, I'll text their children. You know, I try not to extend myself too far because then I'll get burnt out. But I work really hard to do what I say I'm going to do. You know? Okay, that's right. That's right. And everybody knows that you could get my phone number from anybody. Everybody's got it. The whole internet's got it. And that's why I tell people, I say, I'm not the best at answering the phone sometimes because I have to talk on the phone all day for my job. But if you text me, I got you. If you text me, I'll answer right back. Okay, there we go. Okay, guys, how's this look? Ooh, girl. I'm looking at myself right now, and I look fine as wine, honey. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Okay. We're going to take this. I love this Fenty Beauty highlighter. It's, like, kind of glittery, but it's just so pretty to me, and I just love it. So I use it a lot. But I really don't even need a highlighter because my skin is so glossy anyway, you know? Okay, now we got to get some mascara, y'all. Okay, let me wash my hands. Hey, Layla, what's up, girl? I had a lady, her name's Pam, you guys, and she reached out to me last week, and she was struggling. She was off of opiates, but she's a mom, and she's really struggling, and she was afraid she was going to relapse and go back out. And so I told her about Suboxone, and I was like, oh, hey, Cassandra, what's up, girl? I said, why don't you get on Suboxone? Have you tried it? Have you looked into it? And she was like, no, I don't even know what it is. And so I helped her get connected with a Suboxone treatment program, and she's like, literally, she says, Nicole, you changed my life. Like, I want to read these messages that people, hey, don't break my computer, Nate, because it's right there behind you. Okay? What?
Mom.
What?
I want to paint this thing like gold or something.
Well, I don't have any paint right now, buddy. Hold on. I gotta get my mascara. Sorry, guys. I want to read these messages that I've been getting from people. Like, I could cry, you guys, and you guys will too. Y'all will cry too. Okay? Where's my damn mascara? Because it's just like, people are, it's from the bottom of these people's heart, you know, like, they're thanking me for helping them and helping their family members, and it fucking touches my heart, dude. Like, I don't even realize it sometimes, because I'm just making videos, you know? I'm literally... I'm literally just making videos, you know? I don't realize how much of an impact that has on people. Okay, so we're going to use the white stuff to build the lashes up. Watch. Said I might be better. Yeah, Holly, where'd you go, girl? You checked out. You checked out of the makeup look. I know you can't really tell how pretty these shadows are because it just looks kind of like pinky color. But whenever I get in the light and shit, it's like they shift. Tomorrow we're gonna use one of the purple ones that's dark, so y'all will really get to see the color, the true color of it. Because I'm telling you what, they're special, dude. They're special. Dawn, you saved your life. I was just there to assist, right? So that's what I like to say. I don't like to take credit for saving anybody's life because you had to do the work too, right? We just paired up, and I was a tool to help you in the process. You know, a lot of people just don't know where to begin, right? When getting sober, they just don't know where to start. Like, who do I need to call? What do I need to do? And so what I do is I sit down with each person and I tell them, you know, like, I'm not going to tell you what to do, okay? I'm going to give you the options. So that's why I think a lot of people have a misunderstanding. They think that I get paid or something to get people to go on Suboxone, and that's not true at all. I have no affiliation with Suboxone. I'm just on it because it saved my life. But what I do is I let people know their options, okay? Like I say, here's your options. You can do inpatient treatment. You can do outpatient treatment. You can do online treatment through self-recovery, which is the program that I work for, which I love, okay? You can do self-recovery. You can do AA or NA. You can do Celebrate Recovery. You can just get into therapy and go to detox. Like, there's so many different options. And that's the thing, like, a lot of people get angry because, like, I work for the self-recovery place, which is online treatment, because they believe that the only way to get sober is through rehab and abstinence, which is not. And that's the great thing about technology and recovery now, is that things are going in a direction where you can get sober any way you want to. You can get sober if you are in your home. You can get sober on a mountain, in an airplane, hanging upside down, going to detox, going to outpatient, you know, going to some kind of fucking ranch like the one guy. You know, you can do whatever you want. There's so many different ways. And what you got to do is you got to find what way works for you the best, you know? So in my experience, I always did really well in inpatient because I'm the kind of person that when I get into a program and I'm being directed to do things, I can follow direction really well. Do you know what I mean? And so I get in, I start following direction, and it's like off to the races. You know, things are going good. Now that I have a little bit of sober time underneath my belt, now I do the online recovery, self-recovery program. And the reason why I do that is because it helps me to brush up on everything. And it helps me stay connected, you know. And I work through that with my people. And I love it. Then I do these videos with you guys, which I have got to start making some shorter 10-minute videos on YouTube, because I've just been putting up my like really long, hour-long ones that are like podcasty. And I know that people probably get tired of that, but I just don't know, what do people want me to make videos about? Like, I guess I could just start from square one, like, you know, how to get sober. You know what? That's a great idea, Nicole. I am going to make a video about what to do if you want to get sober and the different options that you have. So it's going to go like this. The title is going to be, so you're ready to get sober? Here's your options. And I'm going to have all the options. I'm going to share about each one. Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea. Do you guys post 10-minute videos here on TikTok? I see that they have the option, but I posted some and nobody really watched them. Now, my diehard people do because they like the story times, you know? Hey, Amanda, what's up, girl? Yeah, aren't you in self-recovery? Melody, are you still doing self-recovery? Or did you opt out of it? Because if you still are doing it, I would like to jump on and do a lesson with you. Okay? Because, yeah, I like doing that shit. Okay, then I want to do it with you. I want to do a lesson with you then. Okay? Like, I'm serious. I think that if I do the lessons, it'll get you guys more inspired. Oh, hey, girl, what's up? BB, what's your first name? Sorry, girl, I don't remember your first name, and I hate not knowing people's names when they come into the chat. Yeah, if any of you guys join the online thing, let me know, because I have a chat group, and I want to put all the girls who are doing it. Brittany, I want to put all the girls and guys who are doing the self-recovery into this chat so we can do it together, okay? Okay. I want to get you, hey, Life, what's up? Brittany, I wanted to get you on here to share your story one night on a live stream, but I keep forgetting to message you about it. I'll message you after this live stream. You guys, Brittany is in recovery too. She's also a bomb-ass OF creator, and she's also in a wheelchair, and one of the sexiest bitches I've ever seen in a wheelchair, okay? Super duper pretty, hella fucking in shape. Obviously, you gotta be, because, you know, gotta lift yourself up, which I totally admire that, because if I was in a wheelchair, I would be so fucking fat, and I would literally just be falling all over the place. You know? But yeah, I want to get you on to share your story, because I know that you got into an accident, and I know that has to do with some part of your story. I don't know who that is. Okay. Yeah, so here on my channel, on my platform, I support all pathways to recovery. I support MAT, medical marijuana, abstinence, whatever you do. Now, I used to be die hard 12-step abstinence. Die hard. But what happened is, over time, I started to realize that my beliefs didn't align with AAs like they did when I first started. And honestly, I don't know why, because I was on MAT the whole time, you know? But anyway, I really, really want people to know who is calling me over and over again like that. Rude. Stop doing that. I used to be hella fucking into AA, and then one day I just woke up and I was like, I don't like judging. I feel like, and I don't think all AA people do this, but I feel like a lot of the people do, you know, like, look down on people who are on MAT, you know. But I'll tell you this, okay? We have come a long way, because there used to be a time where they wouldn't even accept you if you were on MAT. They wouldn't even fool with you if you were on MAT. They wouldn't even let you, like, share about being in recovery. So I guess, you know, in the grand scheme of things, we've come a long way. Okay. I don't know who's calling me, you guys, but I'm going to have to call this person back, because they're not going to quit calling me. This is the finished eye look. Hold on, let me show you guys. Okay. Now, these eyeshadows, like I told you guys, I'm a bad bitch, y'all. Once I lose a little bit more weight, y'all ain't going to know what to do. I'm telling you guys right now, y'all, I'm telling you, every man on this platform is going to be eating out of the palm of my hands. Oops, I got lipstick on my fucking tooth. Oh yeah, a lot of people in the rooms too judge people that do sex work. Even though I have a husband, I'm gonna be having all y'all eat out of the palm of my hands. I'm such a nerd. I just gotta lose this weight, then I'll feel like my normal self again. You know, I'm not confident in my weight. Like, I'm one of those people. I know there's some people that can like be confident and be chubby. That's just not me. I feel so uncomfortable like this. You know what I mean? So that, you know what I'm thinking, you guys? It might be an emergency. Brittany, I'm going to text you after this. Let me answer the phone and I'll be back. Okay, guys? I love y'all. All right, bye. Maybe it's an emergency.